Bonjour YouTube, it's Rish Sheehan. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos. And please, Madame Messieurs, don't forget to click the notification bell. Ça va bien? That's, French. And oui, no. French for are you good? Yes, no. I am struggling. I've been struggling for the last couple of days, and I've posted based on my struggle of injustice, bigotry, racism, Karens behaving racist, Karens behaving badly. Well, I have another Karen story for you. This one is really, to me, just over the top, sickening. It just, yeah. So I've seen a lot of stories on YouTube, social media platforms, and mainstream media about this particular YouTube influencer who rehomed her adopted son she adopted from China. So there's a story out of Cosmopolitan, baby, about this. Headline reads, multiple brands end partnerships with Myka Stauffer amid backlash about rehoming her son. We are no longer working with this individual. This story was posted today, May 30th, 2020. So, bullet point reads, YouTubers Myka and James Stauffer revealed they rehomed, and that's in quotes, their adopted son Huxley, who is autistic. Brands have released statements saying they will no longer partner with Myka amid backlash. Now, let me stop right there. You have to understand, if you don't, how much money this child is making. So, one of their videos, I watched another video from another YouTuber, and I can't remember if it was Spill Sesh. I don't think it was Abba and Preach. I'm trying to remember. But they listed that this one video, one of their videos, made $42,000. One. And you better believe they put a crap load of videos out there about their adoption process and how they adopted little Huxley, and then they also, though, had on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube, there were some disturbing videos that their followers have been concerned for years about her treatment against Huxley. See, in my opinion, she did not pick this baby as a child to add to their coterie. No, she was looking for a cast member. Like it was the, what was that, James, what was that boy? That's those children's names, that had had a house, where a bunch of them were living in the house, this mansions in Hollywood, and they were doing all kind of crazy stuff in those houses. I can't think of them because a couple of them have popped up, and of course they're problematic. Well, that's what, to me, it's like that's what she was looking to do, but it was with her family. She was trying to cast a role by adopting this little baby, this boy who she adopted. I mean, she had him for like 3 years, so was he 1? He had to be, because he's 4 now. Autistic. And she knew he had issues because they let her know that while he was in gestation, in utero, he had a brain tumor and suffered a stroke in utero. Ladies and gentlemen, Mesdames and Messieurs, you do realize what that means, right? While he was in his mother's womb, he had a brain tumor and suffered a stroke. She knew that going in. Her and her husband have posted this video that, of course, they've received backlash. But if you look on the YouTube video, you couldn't tell. And you know why? Because she's been deleting the comments. But I digress. Let me finish. YouTubers Myka and James Stauffer are facing increased backlash after announcing that they have rehomed their son Huxley nearly 3 years after adopting him from China. According to People magazine, People, y'all, multiple companies have revealed they will no longer partner with the Stauffers, including Playtex Baby, who told followers Myka's last Instagram post for them was back in February, baby, and they are not partnering with her moving forward. Girl, do y'all understand what that's all? Playtex? Playtex. These are not some rinky-dink startup brands. Playtex been around since my time, and I'm 52. So, they didn't think this stuff through. Let me just help you. This is big time money. Big time money that they're just losing out. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. But let me continue. Other companies, including Chili's, Big Lots, and Suave, have also responded that they will not be working with Myka in the future. So this is a post. It looks like it's an Instagram post. So one of the Playtex Baby followers posted on their Instagram page, "End your partnership with Myka." Playtex Baby responds, "Hi there. Our last post with her was in February. We are not partnering with her moving forward." That was Playtex. Okay, the other Instagram. So then one of Chili's customers, "Revoke your partnership with the Stauffers. We see the people you associate yourselves with." Chili's, "We haven't partnered with the Stauffers since the fall of 2019 and do not have plans for any future partnerships." Now, if you guys have any questions about how to get canceled, this would be one of them. When your brand is so toxic that your sponsors are running for the hills, that's the first sign you've been canceled. I digress. Let me continue. This one is another Instagram one for Big Lots. "I agree with everyone else. As a mother of an autistic child, I cannot support a store that would sponsor her. You need to make a public announcement regarding this." And Big Lots answer, "Thanks for voicing your concern about this with us. We had a one-time partnership with Myka in the summer of 2019. We currently do not have any sponsorships with Myka and will not work with her in the future. Thank you." The next one. This is another Instagram post. "I would like to know if you are still working with Myka Stauffer or have any plans to in the future. If so, I unfortunately won't be purchasing from your company any longer, as I don't want to support child abandonment and neglect. Thank you." Suave's answer, "We are no longer working with this individual." How many words is that? "We are no longer working with this individual." 9 words. In 9 words, Suave canceled her. Meanwhile, Danimals announced the end of their partnership with Myka in the caption of a recent post, saying, "We have previously worked with Myka Stauffer and are no longer working with her. We are aware of the news she shared about her family and are very sad to hear about this difficult situation." That was the official word, on Danimals' Instagram, their Instagram page. On top of losing brand partnerships, Newsweek reports that Myka has lost 6,000 YouTube subscribers since announcing that she rehomed Huxley. As a reminder, the couple told subscribers they had difficulties caring for an autistic child and connected Huxley with a new mommy after getting feedback from medical professionals. Now, so here's the thing. In one of her previous posts, a medical professional told her, "You are not equipped to handle this. You need to end this now. And you know what she told her? I'm not returning my son. I'm not doing it. That's not what she said in this recent post. So let me just read this, and I'm going to try not to throw up. Once Huxley came home, there was a lot more special needs that we weren't aware of, and we were not told. For us, it's been really hard hearing from the medical professionals a lot of their feedback and things that have been upsetting. We never wanted to be in this position, and we've been trying to get his needs met and help him out as much as possible. We truly love him. Girl, please. And say them tears. Myka and James have yet to offer more details about what happened, saying they want to protect Huxley's privacy. Let me tell you what happened. He didn't fit her brand. And if you saw the video, I couldn't even watch that video. Let me tell you about how this man ain't even crying. If you watch James Stauffer, you can tell he ain't crying not one bit. He ain't crying. And she's been able to create those Karen tears, but he can't. And now they're gonna pay. So unless they pay for that big old house that they got paid up front in cash, because if they're paying per month, they can ready to lose that. Also, because she did that, because of and you talk about backlash from brands. Oh no, people. YouTube, Twitter, and I believe Instagram has been quite busy digging up Myka's past. Myka used to be a nurse. Used to be. There was a claim that she injured a pregnant coworker. For whatever reason, the pregnant coworker was fired, but Myka was put on a final warning. That's interesting. Soon after, she ended up leaving and did not renew her RN license. There is I want to say I don't know if there was criminal charges involved, but people found it. People found it. See, it's really, it was unwise of her to choose how she chose. If you see any of the videos, and when I say I saw like maybe 3, I could not get past maybe a minute. It's just sickening. It's too sickening for me to watch. I have family members that are autistic. I have one family member that is, she's verbal, but she does not, she's verbal. I mean, I'm not sure of how to describe it other than to say she is verbal. But it does not, she's more introverted. Whereas I have a nephew who is verbal and not as introverted, but he's still autistic. Now, I don't know how that sounds. Other than to say I have family members that are on 2 different sides of the spectrum of autism. And at no time did their parents even consider putting them in a special needs home, giving them up for adoption. These babies were never discarded. And so I've seen in my own family, my one cousin, her mother was a single mom and had 4 other kids, and and treats this baby as the baby's, and I say baby, she's 18, and loves on her and takes care of her and supports her and encourages her. And then I have my nephew. I've said in a previous video, my sister is the best mother I have ever encountered. Her and her husband do a phenomenal job with their 2 boys. The oldest is autistic. I feel some kind of personal way about this particular story of this Karen. This hurts my feelings because of the damage done that's potentially has been done to this baby, who by no fault of his own was chosen to be a cast member in this child's YouTube life, because that's all I can tell. That's all I think it was from the beginning. One thing I will also leave you with: when he was 2, she actually had the nerve and audacity to take a picture of him with his hands duct taped because he sucked his thumb. He's 2 years old. He was 2 years old at the time. I know adults that still suck their thumb. Duct tape. See, he didn't fit her role. The role she had in her mind, the casting for her YouTube channel. He didn't fit that role. Now, I have dealt with narcissism for most of my life. But this level of narcissism I've never seen in my life. And so, yeah, this is some malignant ass mess. This is chaos and confusion, mess and illusion. And the end result needs to be, they need to shut these people's channels down. They need to shut them down.